I'm live. Let's do this. A little pissed off today, people.
Tell me, please, how the hell is it that me and Raz and Woos and Easy and Arby and Eric and Alika and all of my friends and most of you listening out there, how the hell is it that we are smarter than these coaches that make $10 million? What are we doing here? I don't know, sometimes smells a little fishy. Week after week, Sunday after Sunday. It's like a broken record. If it's a Tuesday, high noon Hawaiian time, then it is time for me, your backseat quarterback, Brother Richie.
Hey, aloha and welcome. Week 4 edition, your backseat quarterback. As always, live high noon Hawaiian time on a Tuesday. If it's high noon Hawaiian time on a Tuesday, it's your backseat quarterback, Brother Richie. Spirit of Sports Show, brought to you by Not Pods YouTube channel. Notpods.com coming soon. Just waiting for that high school kid to set up my website, get in on the early ground floor or something, and we'll rule the world together. High noon, cannot wait. February 10th, the day after the Super Bowl, high noon with Brother Richie. Every single day, noon Hawaiian time, live, no streaming. I might be golfing. I might be jumping out of an airplane. I might be in studio. I might be with the kid. Who knows what I'm doing? Might tell a joke, might have an interview, might talk story, whatever it is. Very excited. Mignon's about ready to hook me up with my new logo. Thanks to Mignon Becker. Look at this beautiful, beautiful logo she came up with. I got stickers. Track me down, middle of the Pacific Ocean, Hawaii. I don't say exactly where I am because this kind of gives it away a little bit. If you know, you know. Brother Richie, week 4, another packed day of just dumb shit. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I'm going to start soon. I do want to shout out to Uncle Raz. Went to the hospital today to do like a heart restart. He's been having palpitations and what's it called? Irregular heartbeat. He had a heart attack like 8-9 years ago. So prayers out to Uncle Raz. Hope all is well. Give me a call. Anybody wants to call, 808-635-0774. That's just my personal number. You can be live on the show. Nobody in yet. They know it's coming. This is just this is the crawling stage before the baby steps, before the walk, before the marathon, before Usain Bolt. This is like the gurgling in the bottom of the ocean and the lava, the magma. And as we go through backseat quarterback, 18, 19, 20, 20, 22 weeks, I'll go through the Super Bowl. Then the day after is the volcano. As we go high noon with Brother Richie. So exciting. It's going to be my career. When I get 10,000 or 20,000 of you, I'm just going to ask for a meager 51 cents a month. And you say, why 51 cents, Brother Richie? Because I hate the $49.99, $9,999, because it's not 10,000, because you guys are all dumbasses. And if you see $49.99, you think it's 40-some dollars. Some freaking archaic 1960s marketing scam. Psychologically, they'll buy it if it's $49.99, but maybe not if it's $50. So I'm 51 cents. And if I get 10 million, that 1 cent adds up. Maybe that's the 1 cent I give to charity, or half. Make me tens and hundreds of $1,000,000. I'll give it all to charity. I'll build schools and hospitals. I just want to make a life for me and my kid and my family, not have to wear shoes, not have to be at work. I have a great job at a beautiful restaurant right down the road, but I hate having to be somewhere at 2:30 or 4:30. I mean, I'll have to be at high noon when I love that. So that's the plan, people. Get on early. I will remember. I won't step on any toes except for there's a couple things we're going to talk about today. Do I get into it early? No, I'm going to wait. I want to talk about lady play-by-play announcers in the NFL. And I've seen it on social media, and I've talked to quite a few friends, and we all say the same thing. It sucks, bro. Can we have one thing? It's a man's sport, and men play this sport, and it's not sexist. I'll have a woman president. I might have that. I love a woman boss. Women can rule the world, and I love women. Can we just have Sundays? Can we have one thing to ourselves? And that's all I'm going to say about it. But every time on Red Zone, I had to mute because, and there's a first down. Oh, and the pass across, it's caught. And he's out of bounds at the 22. Touchdown. So that's it. You can lash out at me, ladies, and I swear to you, it's not a sexist thing. It is a fingers on the nails on the chalkboard thing. And I'm not the only one, and I know probably everyone feels this way, and nobody wants to talk about it. Well, I'm going to talk about it. That's all I'm going to say for today. And it was the first time this season, I think, that actually had that. And Doris Burke in the NBA too. Oh, it's horrendous. You know what? Let's go down to Lisa on the sideline, or Aaron. Beautiful. I love them. Mina Kimes, there's plenty. Even Sports Center anchor ladies is fine. Have a niche, have your place, but not play by play in the booth every effing play. And that's it. Okay, onward. Week 4, Thursday night football, not much. I have to work. Sunday, I don't even do the Monday games. I could do 2 shows. I could do Monday games. So there is, a little more, some officiating shenanigans again. I saw there's a Cowboys and there's a flag down. And it looked like a hold, but the flag was for an ineligible man downfield, which they never pick up, but they picked that one up. There's a face mask called on the Giant tight end, but it was the Cowboy that had his face mask. And why is there stuff that, okay, it's just not reviewable in replay? Give me a reason. How about just make shit that's obvious reviewable? Jordan, make shit that's obvious reviewable. We all see it at home. That's the reason. And then on the total opposite end of the spectrum, DK Metcalf, that first touchdown, it's a touchdown. It's not the intent of instant replay to go pixel by pixel and get like a fucking centimeter. His elbow barely hits the ball's like, here's the end zone. The ball's here. You go full speed, he's 10 yards deep. A touchdown's a touchdown. It's not the intent of instant replay to go pixel by pixel and get the half an inch. Instant replay is to get shit right that's obvious. Incontrovertible evidence, people. Not, look at it. If you go super slow-mo and here's the end zone and here's the ball and there his foot touches and, the ball's just that short. If you pixel and squint, I think I see. No. Kikes. So when there's a flag and it's 15 yards going this way, but it's obviously should be going 15 yards that way, instant replay can say, hey, you got that wrong. Rachel, how we doing? People are filtering in slowly but surely. This is a crawl before you walk, before you run, before you sprint like Usain Bolt. Let's get into it. Sunday. No, one last thing about the Thursday night. Just pretty hideous game. And, you know, Thursday nights used to be stinkers a lot, and they're trying to get better. But the Giants kicked, 5 field goals, and it was weird. Every time it's 3rd and 11, they get 10. It's 3rd and 8, they get 7. It's 3rd and 13, they get 12. It's 3rd and 3, they get 2. Break one tackle. Get in the end zone once, and you might win this game. 5 field goals. Maybe a couple times on 4th and 1 you go for it. You know, I don't mind going for it inside the 5-yard line. Yeah, football is violence and aggression, testosterone. Why are these guys wearing shorts now, especially in college? There's like 2 inches above the knee. It looks so ridiculous. Okay, let's get into Sunday. 11 minutes in. I'm going to go an hour. So all I ask is 1 hour a week, or just stream it, you know. Even if you don't watch, just subscribe, YouTube, not pods, because this is not a podcast down the road. It's live internet radio. Take care of the ball, people. I'm going Sunday all day. Turnovers, penalties, turnovers and sacks kill for sure. It's crazy the amount that penalties, where is it? If you lose a penalty battle, it's okay. This week, teams that had more penalties were 7 and 9. Or they had less penalties. So you can have more penalties. You can have quite a bit more penalties, unless you're the Jets. You can't have 15 penalties, dude. What the fuck's going on? But turnovers, only 2 teams with more turnovers won out of 16 games. And penalties, only 3 teams with more penalties won week 4. You know, and before I get started again, Van Pelt has bad beats and angry runs on Good Morning Football, and not pods. I have backseat quarterback. It's blowing up, people. Going big. Come get your stickers. Give me an address. I'll send you some. Big bag of water. Love you, bro. Rachel, Kikes, Jordan, couple on YouTube. Probably Raz, hopefully. Take care of the ball. Turnovers and sacks kill. Got to pressure the QB. And I want to talk some coaching. You know, high school, you pick from your talent pool. And you get what you get. You be the greatest coach. But if you're like a single A school, you're not going to compete. College, you recruit. Rinse, repeat, recruit, reload. You're in charge of getting, and you can get the best players. The NFL, it's the top 3 percentile of athletes, football players on earth. The talent level is not that much different. At quarterback, yes. But the talent level is not that much different from the worst team to the best team. And you have great athletes and great players at every position on every single team. Coaching is everything. Look what LaFleur has done in Green Bay. Took Malik Willis. You dumb down the offense. You move the pocket. You run the ball. You have quarterback runs. You don't make it too difficult. You know, 1 read and run. 1, 2 reads. No 7-step drops. 7-step drops and getting sacked time and time again. Mike McDaniel in Miami, supposed to be, he's the run coach coordinator. H.N. had 10 carries. You got blown out at home by Tennessee. And it's not an excuse when you lose your quarterback. You have a scheme for your backup quarterback. Just, well, quarterback got hurt. Don't know what to do. I'm going to run the same shit as Tua. It is just maddening, bro. You have a scheme. Look what LaFleur did. Malik Willis is 2-0. Jordan Love should have never been playing. 4 interceptions. He just looked like he was struggling. Malik Willis is 2-0. Let him have another couple weeks. I got one for you.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah, Taylor, the soccer guy. What are we doing? I'm going to play that a shitload today.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Some missed field goals. That was nice to see. Field goals. 64 field goal attempts and 82 touchdowns. Yeah, the scoring picked wet. Wake up, offenses. Wake up. And good morning to you. 82 touchdowns this week. 16 games. 16, 32, 60. It's like 5 a game. Which is up. And which is good to see. For fantasy football purposes especially. I don't mind a 10-3 Super Bowl, but, you know, it's kind of like a pitching duel, 0-0. Every single pitch is huge, crucial. How about Sam Darnold? What? How many more touchdowns? 2 more touchdowns. 11 on the year, leading the league in touchdowns. Who would have said, oh, yeah, Sam Darnold. Through week 4, he's going to lead the league in touchdowns. Yeah, 3 more touchdowns. 275 yards, 1 pick. Oh, well. There's somebody on. Talk coaching. What are we doing? I'm going to tell you. So, once again, you run the ball 51%. The winning teams ran the ball 51% of the times and passed 49. The losing teams ran the ball 41%, 40% basically. 60-40 pass to run ratio is a loss. Look at this is what I do for you guys every week and for myself. And just to prove a point right here. Run pass. Winning teams 51%. Losing teams 41% run. Figure this shit out, people. And losing teams with a number 1 running back. Check this out. Every one of these guys should get 25 rushes, not even touches. Run the effing ball. Josh Jacobs, 9 rushes. Breece Hall, 10. Saquon Barkley, 10 effing rushes. Travis Etienne, 11. Ramondre Stevenson, 13. The combo, Dobbins and Edwards, 20 rushes. For a guy, I know both their tackles are out. Okay, I'll give Harbaugh a break in LA. James Cook, 9 rushes. Achane, 10. Kenny Walker, 12 fucking carries, dude. These are bell cow backs. Give them the ball 25 times and see what happens. Look at Derrick Henry. And you know what? Don't talk to me about game script and you got down 7 or 10 or 14 points. Don't piss on my head and tell me it's raining. You can control the game script. I don't care how many you're down. Then you slow the game down. You're down 10 points and your other team's running up the score, or it's 17, 24-7. You run the ball. You keep their offense off the field. You keep your defense fresh. Maybe they can do something. Frustrating as shit. I'm telling you. I'm only on page 2. Kyler Murray. How many times you get a 7-step drop him and just duck, take a sack? Have some pocket presence. Move the pocket. He had 1 rush. Kyler Murray in a blowout. Not even get out of the pocket and scramble. 7-step drop and go, take off. How many sacks? Kyler. 4 times sacked. And I'm sure 10 more pressures. It's just so frustrating. The backseat quarterback. How the hell are we smarter than these guys? Or it's rigged as shit. One or the other. Tell me I'm smarter than every one of these guys, dude. Taysom Hill can just eat a fat one. That shit's irritating. Especially if you have Kamara or Olave or Shaheed. 2 more touchdowns on the ground. But you can't play him because he's hurt every other week, or else he has 0. He's like 25 points or 0. He has 4 25-point games. He has 13 0-point games, and then you can't play him. You can pick him up and stash him on for bye weeks, but it's just, that's some Arthur Smith shit right there, bro. Arthur Smith doing great. You're awesome coordinator. You ran the shit out of it with Henry. You're making Justin Fields look like a functionable quarterback. But why would you cost yourself a head coaching job and pound the table for, I don't care about your fantasy football. Now I'm going to give the ball to Patterson, my backup tight end, and the 4th receiver. Do you understand that you have a $10 million contract because of fantasy football and gambling? Do you realize the NFL's up here because of fantasy football, and the NBA and Major League Baseball are down here? NFL, popularity. NBA, Major League Baseball, soccer, hockey, NFL, everything else because of one thing, gambling, fantasy football. And you poo-poo it and lose a job over it and don't get your best players involved. The Red Rifle, let's give a shout out. Andy Dalton, just never saw so much joy and happiness, even in the loss, but he threw for 2 something, and he has that offense. You can play guys. Thank you, Andy Dalton. Dave Canales. What did Dalton have? Carolina. 220, 2 touchdowns. 25 of 40. That's okay. D-line lines up offside all the time. There's no call. Guys, the tackles are starting to scoot back a little bit, no call. But remember that first 5 plays of the very first Thursday night game, Baltimore. Illegal, what's it called? Setup. Formation. Illegal formation. 5 times. Come on. Point of interest. Whatever. Caleb Williams looking better, but he looks shook too, bro. Every sideline pass, 10 yards out of bounds. Back of the end zone. He's turning it around there. They're 2-2. Jaden Daniels, MVP. Are they going to win the Super Bowl? Lose. Where's my peeps? Come on, it's on. It's noon on a Tuesday. Where you at? Green Bay, what the fudge? Houston, what the fudge? Philly, what the? There's so many question marks, and it's so much just about coaching, putting your players into spots where they can succeed, not trying to fit players into your system that you want to run. Ball's thrown into the stands, defensive holding in the end zone, automatic first down. Does it have to be that way? Can defensive holding just be 5 yards and interference is automatic first down? Yeah, I wouldn't have played Jordan Love. You're 2-0 with Malik. Looks like he's laboring. I was nervous every time he dropped back, every time he took a hit. He was limping around a little bit. Give him another week or 2. I think their bye's coming up. When's their bye? Oh, no, week 10. We got the Rams, Arizona, Houston next. They lost with him. 4 interceptions. Just snap the ball, Jets. 5. False start. And, and they asked Aaron, you shouldn't go to, dumb down the snap count. He said, well, you could do that, or you could hold these guys accountable. We don't have an issue with it in practice. Didn't have an issue with it the first 3 games. Why is there 5 false starts? Because it's raining? Why you can't score a touchdown from the 1-yard line? Breece Hall's having his worst game. He's 5'10", 210. You got a 6'3", 230 guy that's killing it for 5 yards a carry, and you're 1st and 2nd and goal at the 1, and it's Breece Hall. That's another guy. How does some of these guys even have a job? I'm looking at you, Sirianni. I'm looking at New York. It's Robert Saleh. It's going to have to be some decisions made because it's the same old shit. Broken record. Same old shit. Brah.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Just going to leave that on. Green Bay missed 2 field goals. What the hell? I think there was, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 missed field goals. So 56 out of 64. %. PI sucks. Defensive holding sucks. You know, the defense has it tough enough. All the rules lean to the offense. Can defensive holding just be 5 yards and not automatic first down? Or 10 yards but not automatic first down? Rams, run the effing ball, bro. Kyron, I think he might have had 16 carries, but he should have 25, bro. 1st and 10. After you pick up a first down, sack, fumble. I mean, Stafford's getting cremated. Your O-line can't hold up. O-lines can run block hell of a lot better than pass block. What's the first step in pass blocking? Retreat. Step back. What's the first step in run blocking? You're on your toes and you blast forward. You want to save your job. Any coach. If your O-line's not big, not that good, you want to save your job. Go the first 20 plays and get on the ball. No huddle. Every time when I think it's the line judge or the umpire places the ball, he gets out there and you get your offensive lineman in a sprinter stance, just like it's a blocking set, and you go set, hut, and then you run the ball. And if you have to punt a couple times, first 20 plays, just try it. Set, hut, no substitutions. Receivers are way out, almost touching the sidelines. So there's 2 corners. That leaves 9 guys. First 15 to 20 plays, and you can go play action in there once or twice. And the receivers are just running slants or goes. Slant, slant, go, go. And that, those corners have to be out there. It's going to be, you're getting your workout in. Getting your lungs. Cardio. It's cardio for the receivers, but the first 15 plays, no matter what, and the defense can't substitute. And if your offensive line is blowing off the ball in a sprinter stance and going 2 yards downfield every effing play, just give it a shot. Set, hut, set, hut, set, hut. Do it. Run the ball. Minnesota, they get a pick in the end zone. There's 17 guys come in. They had to come in from off the bench, yeah. 17 guys. Hey, speaking of I didn't talk about this guy yet. Brother Jules, I pay you once a year at least. Come say hi. This is the weekly winner of our Hawaii Sharks.
Let's go Niners.
Actually, Sharks, I don't say where I'm at. You're right there.
That's for you.
Oh, thank you, sir. Oh, awesome.
No worries. Have a good day.
Love you. I will.
See you next week.
Stick this. Oh, you hope so. Whatever. Put the show on when you're washing windows.
I will.
Okay, you can stream it too.
All right.
Love you, bro. Good job. I don't mind paying you. It's weird too. So that was Jules. Look at what a tip. $50. I give him $3.10. He gives me $50. Thank you, brother. I run this pool. Anybody wants in? $10 a week. Online, CBS Sports. Pick'em pool. No shenanigans. It's pretty cool. You can change your Monday night pick up until kickoff. So if you're only 1 down, or this week, if you're 2 down, you take the underdog and you go for the tiebreaker. Closest score without going over. Price is right. So anybody wants in, give me a call or give me your email. I'll send you an invite. $10 a week. There's what? 18 weeks, 14 weeks left. $140 you're in. 31 people now. 32 I play for free. That's always been the rule. I took it over from Jack Hama. Green Bay, what? When shit goes bad, it goes bad. It's, you see games and couple things go wrong. I do need to work a little more on my exact examples. Why am I at 0? Where are you people? Come on. I'm going to sit here. Shh. No. Because this is the crawl. This is like gaga goo goo. Crawl before you gaga goo goo before you say a word, before you talk, before you string sentences, before you're Shakespeare. You crawl before you walk, before you jog, before you run, before you sprint. And I'm still in the crawl stages, and that's okay. Missed tackles, fumbles, penalties, drop passes. These are the things that lose you games. Critical moments. There's 5-6 critical plays every game, and that's it. Every game hinges on 4 or 5, 6 plays, but you never know when that play is going to happen. Yeah, I used to talk shit on Andy Dalton. The ginger BB gun, but no, he's the red effing rifle. Much praise, Andy Dalton. You make Deontay Johnson and Chuba Hubbard playable. Thank you. Even yourself. Pick him up in a pinch. I got another question. I hate to laugh. Why? Why are all the chain gang guys like 80 years old? Seems like about every 2 or 3 weeks, one takes a tough hit. I mean, you could die out there. It's a great, probably one of the best jobs on earth. If you're 10 yards down the field and watching the NFL right there, I'd want that job too, and I'd want to keep it forever. But you should take into health and safety concerns. Oh my God, there was one. I don't know what game, but it took some cracks, cuz. Second and goal, Philly. Down 14-0. I like the no huddle. Get on the ball. Second and goal. I fucking hate. If you're handing the ball off straight up the gut, you can't be in shotgun. You're handing off to a guy that's stationary, then he has to get going forward. Get in I formation, at least get in single back, get under center, and have him coming forward and taking the handoff. You're handing off 6 yards deep and you need a yard. So you need 7 yards. Your running back has to get you 7 yards to pick up a yard because you're in shotgun. Just all this shit. And I don't know if it's rigged. I'm pretty sure the Swifties had to win the Super Bowl last year. When there's 5 minimum obvious holding calls. How did Mahomes escape that? Well, because fucking Nick Bosa got tackled. I'll tell you, that's how. 5 times, and he warned you it was coming. Remember, leading up when they have the Tuesday press conference, meet the big Tuesday, and they asked Nick Bosa, what do you think of the Kansas City offensive line? Oh, they hold a lot. That's what I think. They hold a lot. Just keep an eye on that. 5 plays. I'm yelling at the TV. No, Swifties got to win a Super Bowl. Don't think it's true. Just check out the memes all over social media. You can't throw the flag. What are you doing? You can't throw it on us. What do you mean it's a penalty? No, not on us. Kansas City, they get their new jersey. Mahomes kissing the fucking referee. Mahomes and the referee doing a jersey swap after the game. A-Rod, he looked like he was 30 years old last week. He looked like he was 35 in the first quarter. He looked like he was 40 at halftime. By the end of the game, he looked about 55. That's another coaching. You can't protect the guy. Change the scheme. Every 5 to 7 step drop is a sack or pressure and getting rid of the ball. If you can't do it, don't keep doing it. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If you run the ball 10 times and you're getting 5 yards a pop, don't stop. Boo birds at the refs in Houston. Love it. It's almost like they should have a finite amount of flags. You use them up on dumb shit in the first half, you got to swallow the whistle. I mean, you could call holding every fucking play in the NFL, so let some shit go. Chadwick. Hello, brother. Anybody, you can leave a comment too or a like. I love you guys. I got a big bag of water. Rachel came in from Kansas City. Oh, sorry, Rachel. Can't stand Kansas City Kansas City. Got Kikes, Jordan, a couple on YouTube. It's going to be, one day it's going to be 100,000. One day it's going to be 100 million. I have no doubt about that. Living in abundance. Let's get into my little. In with the love, out with the fear. In with the joy, out with the anger. In with the abundance, out with the lack. This is what I do every evening. In with the forgiveness, out with the judgment. In with the belief, out with the doubt. In with the gratitude, out with the guilt. In with the relaxation, out with the stress, and repeat. And I am rich, and I live in abundance, and I am wealthy, and good things are coming. And that's how we do, people, here at the Spirit of Sports. Just too many flags. Flag, 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 flag. Let's see. 15, 15, 16, 15, 10, 18. 13 flags on the Jets and 2 more that were turned down. Only 8, 11, 18, only 9, 9, 11, 14, 12, 18, 21. Flags and field goals. Is that what we're here for? The FFL. Flags and field goals. Not touchdowns. I've actually this week's, we're talking field goals, not touchdowns. We're talking field goals. Another overthrow by Caleb. Oh, this just in, wait. Oh, another overthrow by Caleb. They actually turned out okay. Lazard, like Lazarus, is rising from the dead. Alan Lazard, because A-Rod loves him. You better figure it out with Wilson now. Dude, we're halfway home. I hate Taysom Hill. Maybe even as a person. I haven't even met him, but I can't stand him. It's so fucked. Wide receivers. Run your pattern into the end zone 3 yards and then come back. Run your pattern 3 yards past the down marker on 3rd and 4th down. There's nothing worse. And turn around, and then you get hit and you're a half yard short, especially on 4th down. Oh, their ball, because you just cut the pattern off short. Green Bay was down 28-0. Jordan Love laboring, limping around a little bit, worried about him, worried for his health and the future of your franchise. Malik Willis was 2-0. Four muff punts in the first half got to the point I was nervous every punt. And why can't you advance a muff punt? What's the theory? You can do a touchdown or a fumble. Onside kicks you can't advance. Take it out. That's a touchdown. Then they can't score. Jets, muff punt. Get the ball at the 6. Can't score a touchdown. Matt LaFleur lost his shit and got a 15-yard penalty coming on. Players lose their shit, and I bitch them out. You cannot do that as a coach. Head coach, 15 yards, and it wasn't interference. Whatever the play was, it wasn't what you thought. My hair's kind of funky. So it's all tangents here. I could call this the tangent show because there's no rhyme nor reason, and that's just how I want it. I take my notes. I don't even hardly go over them. I look at them the night before and say, yep. I guess I could, this game, we'll do some of this game. I could almost have the list on the side like they do on PTI. Raz thinks that's a good idea. So you can decide what you want to go to. But for now, Procedural success. My heart is back into regular rhythm. I can feel the difference. I'm groggy, but this is great. Thank you for your prayers and support. Yes. Awesome. Uncle Raz comes through with flying colors and his heart's all good. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Too many flags. Flag, flag, flag. Boo this man. Boobers out in Houston. Just once in a while, you can pick up the flag. Even if you throw it, sorry, no flag. J.J. Taylor, Houston running back, never heard of him. As a 6 fantasy league guy, I thought I knew everybody. Kind of like when I first moved here. In Zion, I remember he was 18 years old. Rest in peace. One of our warriors, big wave surfer, died at Mavericks. Zion Nolasky. I remember he looked at me and said, I used to know everybody. I used to know everybody. I see all these, who the F are you? I'm like, Richie. But then I was tight, I got in, but it took a while. It was Kill Howley back in 1995. It was a ghost town over here in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, Hawaii. It's about 12:41 Hawaiian time. Brother Richie coming at you live. We're halfway through. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. Got nobody watching. 0 on the show right now. Definitely crawl before you walk stage. And that's okay. Because, and I think, just an example of how high noon's going to be. I might just come on. I might be golfing. I might say, I'm doing this. And I heard a great quote from Morgan Freeman. And he said, if you have a dream and you have a goal, and if you never, ever quit, you can't help but be successful. You want to be an actor and you want to go to LA and people say it's impossible. If you go every single day and you try out and you go to, what's it called, when, you sit and you do readings. And if you go every single day and you never, ever quit, you're going to get something and you're going to be able to make a name for yourself. I mean, unless your goal is play in the NBA and you're 5'2" and you're not Muggsy Bogues, or play in the NFL. If your goal isn't something that physically probably isn't going to happen, but being an actor, that's probably one of the hardest things. But that's what Morgan Freeman said, and he knew he was going to make himself great. He was going to have a career. He just knew. But he said, and it just makes so much sense, if you believe and if you never, ever quit, you show up every day and you never quit, you cannot help but to be successful. So let's get back to it. Do I have a fake commercial today? Let's see. No. I got to work on some. Razzle dazzle. So good to hear. My brother's doing good. How about quarterbacks? How about some pocket presence? I'm starting to realize 50, 60, 70% of sacks are not on the offensive line. They're on the quarterback. There's a clock in my head when I'm watching a game, and, I know you can't see the guy coming around the edge, but he's there. There's a clock in my head that said, you better get rid of the ball. Got to get rid of the ball. How many times just hold the ball? Kyler Murray's the worst. He just ducks. How about move the pocket a little bit? They got to have one of the worst O-lines. I need to look like quarter way through O-line rankings, D-line rankings. Move the pocket. 4 or 5 called runs for the quarterback. Kyler should have 5 to 10 rushes a game. He had 1 for 4 yards. He get blown out. Jonathan Gannon, you're better than that. Or are you just much worse? I don't know. Trevor Lawrence thought he was having a resurrection. The golden boy, cut your hair, bro. It's like opposite of Samson. Just, is he in the locker room? Just, hey, guys, let me, here, shampoo. Okay, listen to me, guys. Let's go out there and win. Maybe just go crew cut and say, I'm serious now. I'm done with this. Looks ridiculous, bro. This ain't college anymore. Hey, bro, let me borrow your skateboard and go down and paddle out. Cuz Rams, keep it on the ground. They can't protect your quarterback. If you can't protect your quarterback, run block. See if you can do that. Set hut on the ball. Blocking sled scheme. John Madden, call it the bowling ball. Sledgehammer. Get on the ball and say set hut. Set hut. Do it 20 times in a row. Defense can't substitute because you're not. Those guys are gassed as shit, or your O-line is psyched. Instead of first step back and having Nick Bosa coming at you at 22 miles an hour. Missed field goals. I love seeing missed field goals, unless it's my kicker in fantasy. Tush push. Time to go. Eberflus, time to go. I mean, you won, but how do you keep a defensive-minded quarterback and you get Shane Waldron when you have a once-in-a-generation type quarterback coming in? Too many to count. Effed up things that guy does. Tush push. Time to go. You had your moment in the sun. It's boring as shit. It should be illegal. You can push a guy. You can pick up your running back. You can pull him, pick him up, carry him, bear hug your guy. It was illegal forever to push and aid and abet a running back. Bring that back. Anybody. Hey, thumbs up. Thank you. Anybody. Lineman comes, Spears is running back in the back and pushes him forward 5 yards. And let's think about the health of the running back's back too. So it's boring. It's played out. It's done. Your time is done. Get it out, NFL. Why are the Eagles throwing on first down? Hurts kind of sucks, bro. You got one of the best running backs in the league. Saquon had what? 10 rushes? 10 effing rushes. Oh, and then Sirianni, well, did you see, we had a 3 and out and a 3 and out and a 3 and out. And he got 2 carries. Well, maybe if he had 9 carries, there wouldn't be 3 and outs. Sirianni. Halfway through the second quarter, they had 0 first downs, 0 yards, and 0 points. They're down 24-0. With like 4 minutes to go in the second quarter, 0 yards. Philadelphia Eagles. How long are you going to keep this guy around? Jets. This just in. Another flag on the Jets. And a 68-yard field goal is good. This just in. Commercial. Commercial break. Peyton Manning. Hilarious. Love. Did you say Peyton or Peyton? Peyton Manning. Shit like that, I'll watch him. Geico, the caveman versus the gecko. Miller Lite back in the day, hilarious. Bud Light. If you're going to spend millions of dollars, especially during the Super Bowl, and that's always been known for having great commercials, but they haven't been that great lately. But you're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars. Make them watchable. Make them so we don't just mute them and turn them off. And really, Budweiser, do you really need to spend money that much on marketing? Because if your grandpa drank it, you're going to drink it. I don't think you're bringing in a whole bunch of new Budweiser drinkers. It's like a generational thing. I got a question. This one bugs the shit out of me. You're down 21-7. So you score. Now it's 20-13. If you're ever down 14 points and you score and you go for 2 now. Since the F win, make it a 7-point game. There's certain times that going for 2 when you don't have to, but maybe should. But this one, where are these analytics coming from? Is this what it says in the book? Not my fault. It's just a crutch for shitty ass coaching and shitty ass play calling. Oh, the analytics said. Said what? Said you're a dumbass. Analytics doesn't take into account how your line play is and who's hurt and how tired you are and who's playing well, who's getting their ass kicked. And the game situation and the score and the clock and the period. All that shit's not in the analytics. It says 3rd and 4 inside the 40. Run the ball. Stafford taking shots. The Andre Swift resurrection, 100 yards. Good for you. Eberflus and Waldron coaching for their jobs. If I'm the Bears, I'm kind of bummed. Let's go 0-5 and get this guy out of here. Stephen D just looks like a dumbass. 3rd and goal from the 7, New Orleans draw. And I realize that you're probably going to go for it on 4th down. And I pound the table to run the ball, but a draw play on 3rd and goal from the 7-yard line? A draw? I mean, that's one time that I would pound the table to throw the ball. Terrible pass on 4th down. D Allen equals D coach equals suck. Defensive coaches suck, bro. Since Belichick, and he always would have some offensive guy. Andy Reid, Sirianni, McVay, Shanahan. These are the guys that are in the Super Bowl and win Super Bowls. Not one of them's defensive minded. Jalen Hurts trying to slide, almost like knock the wind out of himself. Learn to slide, people. Blew your knee out. Effing illegal motion, false start, offside, all that mental mistakes just kill. We're going to start running through this. Caleb settling in. Missed tackles on 3rd down is the demise of a team. Coming under pressure, especially on the quarterback. I know you want to lay the wood. Come in, break down, make the tackle. There's nothing worse than Mahomes rolls out of the pocket, running now. He breaks a tackle and dodges a guy and dives forward on 3rd down and 13 for 14 yards. And you had him twice. If you just make the tackle. I know it's hard. I miss a million tackles, but I'm not in the NFL. And I do have, a little bit of empathy. But make the play. Play calling in the NFL sucks. Penalties suck. Injuries suck. Field goals suck. And, I know it's hard. And I realize I'm here, and that's why it's backseat quarterback. It's like backseat driver, Monday morning quarterback. I can look back and say, I would have done that and that and that. And it's easy for me to say. And I know it's really hard. But, by God, you've been doing this your whole life, and you're paid more than almost anybody on earth to do one job. That's to tackle or catch the ball or kick or throw the ball or call plays and set up schemes and be smart. That's what you're paid for. It just makes no sense unless it's rigged. And when 90% of the money's on Vegas and Carolina's looking like the worst team in the history of any sports, and they'd be sent down to the bottom league if it was soccer. And then 90% of the money's on Vegas, and then Carolina just comes in and whips their ass. I know Andy Dalton came in, but things that make you go, Minnesota goes prevent D in the 3rd, 4th quarter, and look what happens. Green Bay comes back. Almost win the game. Water break. Get out of bounds. Okay. Another huge pet peeve, situational football. Know what's going on. When you're down and it's near the end of the game and you need to stop the clock and save your timeouts, running backs, wide receivers, quarterbacks usually do get out of bounds. When you have a straight shot to the sideline, just get out of bounds. Nothing worse than a guy, what, you're going to break 3 tackles and score? You're going to get that extra 4 yards? Get out of bounds. Nothing worse than a guy turning up and there's a minute 12 left and gets tackled, gains 2 extra yards, and you got to burn a timeout or you got to scramble to get on the ball. 12, a minute 11, minute 10, and he could have got out of bounds. Clock running, trying to get on the ball. That's 15, 20 seconds. You get out of bounds, it's a minute 12. You can huddle up. You try to break that tackle, play hero ball, you gain 2 more yards, and the clock's running. It's down to 55 seconds, 50 seconds before you snap the ball, and you're a befuddled mess. Just get the fuck out of bounds. Or, and breaking tackles even in the middle of the game and close to the sideline, but then, and then fumble. Maybe just, there's no shame in it. You got the first down, get out of bounds. Golden boy, oh golden boy, thou for shalt cut thine hair. It's time, bro. Just think about, it would change the whole scheme of your whole team, the whole town. It'd be the talk of everything. Did you see Golden Boy? Yeah, Trevor Lawrence. He has a freaking crop top. I think it's time, bro. You're 0-9. And you were 0-8. You have the 2 of the longest losing streaks in the last 30 years. In the last 4 seasons. Cut your hair, bro. Opposite of Samson. Jeffersonian, I heard that was a good one. Made a Jeffersonian catch, and it was Justin Jefferson. How did those toe drags? Guys are amazing. I love football. Chargers charging again, and Jets, same old shit. Unbelievable. And you knew he wasn't going to make that field goal. Zerline, Legatron. I'm glad I'm not a Jets fan, because you just knew. Oh, God, here we go. Guys make 50-yard field goals in their sleep like layups. 65% this year on field goals of 50 yards plus. But you just knew there's no way. Ramondre Stevenson, hold on to the ball. 4 fumbles in 4 games. Killing me, Smalls. Herbert's hurting, bro. I know you don't have 2 of your tackles. Your backup tackles can get on the ball and say set hut and drive off the ball in a sprinter stance when they know that it's going to be set hut instead of blue 82. Blue 82. It's 4th and inches. Hey, guys, are your legs burning yet? Hey, D, get settled in, because we're going to go shotgun. I'm going to run it right up the gut, but it's going to be another 10 seconds so my offensive lineman's legs can burn a little more. Interception return, Chargers, and then fumble and give it back to KC. Shit like that. Washington, 16 straight scoring drives, minus a kneel down. Jaden Daniels, 81% through 4 games. Higher than Tom Brady. It's the best start ever. Not just a rookie. Best start ever. Penalties just kill. Just stop. Oh, but going back to Jaden Daniels, how about Cliff Kingsbury? So you got a defensive coach, but he knows that you hire someone. Cliff, he had his struggles, a little immature with Kyler Murray, immature quarterback, probably immature coach. Get a couple more years under your belt, take a year off, come back fresh, more mature quarterback. Love what they're doing in Washington. Maybe I should have adopted them. Peyton Manning, do that. Even the medical commercials, Skill Quocatran. Don't take Skill Quocatran if you're allergic to Skill Quocatran. Side effects may include loss of life, loss of sight, loss of hearing, loss of speaking, loss of smell, loss of touch, wheelchair bound. Take Soliloquan so you can get over your fears. Kind of scared of dying. Six yards deep, New England, down 13. 4th and goal, 6 yards deep, hand it off. Just why? And, you know, inside the 5, it's okay to go for it because you don't win with field goals, especially playing the Niners. And I don't mind going for it inside the 5 or 10 because you can still defend 90 yards of the field. Give them the ball inside the 5. Risk and reward. You know, every week my notes kind of start slow, and I'm, you know, halfway through the second quarter, I'm on my first page like, am I going to have a show? Invariably, 17 pages. This much more still to talk about. 17 pages. The kid spilled some water, so if I'm going it's because there's water spilled. I think I'm funny. I don't know. Illegal shift or holding calls on 80-yard bombs like Cleveland. If you have those guys, there's nothing worse than you're jumping, screaming, shouting. Another high noon moment. I'll never forget it. Suds and Suds. Brilliant place in Corvallis. Go Beavs. Bar, laundromat, swinging door. Suds and Suds. Do your laundry, have some beer, watch football. It's effing brilliant. We should start that over here. Anyway, very, very baby first years of fantasy football was touchdown only. No 100-yard games, no 10 yards. Touchdown only league. Jets. Woos had Johnny Johnson. Jets against, I don't know. They're at their own 1-yard line, and I shit you not, it might have been only 95 yards, but I'm pretty sure it was 98 yards. Me and Kevin Crane and Woos. He has Johnny Johnson, and it's 6 points for rushing touchdowns, 12 points for over 50, and then 3 and 3 for passing and receiving. So this is old school. Oh, it's an hour already. I'm going to cut this short. I might do another show. Johnny Johnson gets a handoff at his own goal line, breaks through. He's at the 40, at the 50, getting tracked down, 40, 30. And me and Woos and Kevin were all just yelling. Me and Kevin, get him. And Woos, oh, get in the end zone. Get him. And down to the 10, and he's tackled at the 2. Oh, my God, he went 97 yards. And then he gets out, and then I can't remember who their big back was, and just snakes his touchdown. Oh, my God. It was so hilarious. 97, 98 yards, no touchdown, no points. And we're just laughing and yelling and screaming and crying, and Woos is pissed and happy too because it's so hilarious. And me and Kevin are just going, yeah, oh my God. Oh, it was so classic. Oh my God. So fucking classic, bro. Oh, this one, I'm going to go a little bit. We're going 10 more minutes. I'm going to go a couple minutes on Rashee Rice. You know, karma's a bitch. And I joke about that. I wish the Ducks plane would crash. You know, I'd rather go to Ukraine than Eugene, Oregon. And and I'm a shit talker. And it's mostly jokes. And, you know, when two teams I hate root for injury, and I don't really wish that upon anybody, but one fucking guy that fucking deserved it. You cause a 6-car pileup and you run down the freeway to evade the police before they get there. And there could be people on fire dying behind you that you caused. High-speed chase, probably buzz. Probably that's why you're running away, because you don't want to have the breathalyzer, I would imagine. Then you turn yourself in, sure. And then a week later, you beat the shit out of some guy outside a club, you and your boys, your hoodlums. And you're playing. And the NFL says, well, I mean, isn't it supposed to be a quick law process and they're not going to court till after the season? 8 felony charges or something against this guy, and he's playing. And if the NFL doesn't do something about it, how about you be the better team and be the better person, Kansas City, Andy Reid, and you say, you know what, 2 to 4 games, you suspend. But no, let the fucker play, and this is what you get, and good fucking riddance. It's bullshit. Me, you, and you did that shit, we'd be fucking rotting in jail. They do that shit because they play in the NFL and they're a great athlete and they get away with it. It's so crap. So no happy returns. I hope your surgery goes shit, bro. Unnecessary ego-ness. So crap. Why is that guy playing? I've been saying it every week. And yeah, I even have him. I drafted him because I got no shame. I'll have him help if he's playing. I'm not the one making the rules. I'll have him help me win some money in fantasy football. But I ask every week, why is this guy playing? High-speed car chase, beats up a couple guys outside a club, and you're on the football field. You're not in jail. And Tyreek Hill, too. He was smart-ass in that cop. That cop gave him plenty chances. He deserved excessive ego-ness, bro. He deserved to be out on the fucking face down on the concrete. Don't tap my window, brah. 6 times. Sir, don't tap my window, brah. Keep your hands off my car, brah. Just get on with it. Give me your ticket. I got shit to do. No, get on the ground. Joey Sly, 63-yard field goal, but also F off. So Washington gets the ball, 25-yard line, I think. 15 seconds left. Run a play. Run the clock down to 9. There's 9 seconds left. They call timeout. Then they just run it up the gut, call their last timeout, and kick a 40-yard field goal. From the 25, 30-yard line, when there's 9 seconds left and you call your second timeout, you can take a shot to the end zone. Not just run it right up the gut, just to give them a little better field goal angle. Take a shot at the end zone. I think that's about the only issue that I had with Washington the last few weeks. Tressway has 4 punts in 4 games, went 2 games without punting. I heard it going like the Maytag repairman is sitting around because nothing breaks. Whoa, wait, hold up. This just in. There was a holding call on KC. Oh, and this just in was Tay-Tay. Is this 2 straight games with no Tay-Tay? What's she doing with P. Diddy? She showed up in some lawsuit? Sex trafficking or something? Don't know. What blocking scheme is Arizona running? Because I don't get it. 65-yard field goal. No, F off, Harrison Butker. Butt kiss. See, if Rashee Rice was suspended like he should have been, then he wouldn't be having this issue. He'd probably be coming back next week, and you'd get another couple receivers, some more touches. But karma, bitches. You can't just have a 6-car pileup that you cause and run down the highway and evade police and beat up some fuckers outside a bar and then just play and think you're going to get away with it. So good on you. Good on you, Casey. Good on you, Andy Reid. Stay classy, Kansas City. Play action. So New England got on the ball, set hut, play action, touchdown. Thank you. On the ball, set hut. Try it. If your team sucks and if you're Matt Eberflus even, you just want to save your job, Nick Sirianni, get on the ball and say set hut 20 times in a row. Right tackle, right guard, left guard, up the gut, pitch sweep. Right tackle, up the gut, pitch sweep. Left tackle, right tackle. 20 in a row. We're going right tackle, left tackle, up the gut, pitch sweep, set, hut. As soon as the ball's placed on the ball, look at your linemen. They're in the sprinter sense. Like Fast Times at Ridgemont High, like Jefferson. Set, hut, set, hut, right down their throat. Just try it. Every 5 to 7 step drop, Kyler Murray, I swear to God, for the last 2 years, every time you 7-step drop, it's just duck. It's idiotic. Can you change it up? If it ain't working, and I don't even know if it really is a definition of insanity, but doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Whatever it is, Schadenfreude. Chargers, how many? And Jets, how many false starts? Do you know how much of a drive killer it is? If you have a false start, any part of a drive, it's like 85% punt. I just saw that stat. Any drive, if you have a false start anywhere in the drive, first play, halfway through, it's like 85% punt. Can't have mental mistakes, man. And missed tackles, they bug me, but it's not an effort thing. You know, and that shit happens. But when you just jump early because you hear set hut and you thought it was on 1 and it's on 2 and it's 5 yards, you can't have that shit. 4 games, 4 commercials, more than once. If you had Peyton Manning, I'd watch. I'd love it. When's the commercials? If you have the caveman, Miller Lite. 14. Can these fuckers block or have better schemes? Catch it. Hey, you want to cuss in front of your kid? You can throw them a ball and say, catch it. Catch it. Cat shit. Catch it. Here, honey, catch it. Catch it. Dad way to cuss to your kid without them knowing it. Unlike me, and I'll just say, I'm sick of this shit. I got to be better. Saturday was my worst day with my kid, and I kind of lost it, and she lost it. But we're better now. That's another high noon. I can't wait. I don't know where everybody is. I'm kind of lonely today. So holding on the defense, number 98, defensive lineman holding on a run call happens, what, once a year? Guess who it was against? Guess who it was on? The Chargers. Guess who they played? Casey. Imagine that. Don't tell me, oh, they make mistakes. You don't make mistakes missing 5 holding calls and a ticky-tack interference. Oh, God. Get out of bounds, runners. You really need that extra 3 yards, do you? When the clock's running down and you're out of timeouts, is that 3 extra yards? Are you really going to break 3 tackles and go for a touchdown? I don't think so. Speaking of touchdown, speaking of goalposts, like this. Let's get them like that. Matty T. I'm almost done, bro. Cleveland. Oh, Matty. Just talking Cleveland Browns right now. They're down. 4th quarter. You know, timeouts are golden. In the first half, you can burn one. Second half, if it's the 3rd quarter and the clock's running down, play clock, just take the 5 yards. Cleveland on the ball, 4th. They got to go for it on 4th down. Run the play, bro. They burn the timeout. You need those. And then they come out. They're on the ball ready. It's 4th and inches. Just run the play. Save your timeouts. What's up? We're in trouble. Yes. Is Nick Chubb maybe? Could Nick Chubb be the answer? You kinda are. Thanks, Matty T. Good seeing you. Come on over next week and join me. We'll talk all the dumb shit. Me and you were way smarter than half these guys. I don't know how that is. 4th down. Oh, and then the last play of the game. Can't even get a pass off, bro. 4th and, was it 4th and 3 from the 5 or 4th and goal, whatever it was? Straight drop, then roll and sack. Don't you at least just got to throw it into the end zone? Nothing worse. 4th down and goal, play of the game on the line, 10 yards out of the back of the end zone, or take a sack. Sunday night, took a little break. So I'm full up. I could do a show. I could do a Thursday, Sunday, Monday show for all those on Tuesday, and I could do a Monday show for just Sunday. Why are you fucking around with trick plays, though? When you're getting control of the game, you're down, you just force a fumble, and all of a sudden you're going to have your receiver, your 3rd receiver out of the shotgun, and then run a little trick reverse to your quarterback, and he just gets lit up and throws a pick. or fumbles for a touchdown, no less. And you're going fine. Trick plays are, when things aren't quite going great, or it's fourth down, or it's not when it's first down and you're at midfield and you're running the ball and everything's fine and you were down 21, now you're only down 10. And let's trick play now. RUKM. That's my new one. Are you kidding me? Let's give one for Maddie.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
What are we doing? Will Levis, turnover machine, and a meme machine too. You heard the meme machine? Apparently that guy's the meme machine. Tyreek Hill, anybody. There's a little swing pass. I don't care if it's 2 yards forward, just fall on the ball. Too many times that it's close. You go, and even the defense is just stand there. Then the guy picks it up and he kind of looks around. And if your defense, even if it's 2 yards forward, pick up the ball and run to the end zone. If your offense, fall on the ball, pick it up, kick it out of bounds, whatever. Too many times, and you're going, that might be a live ball, and the guy just standing there. What does it hurt to fall on the ball? The Baker thing, it's about being in a good situation. Yeah, Maddie? It's coaching. Look at Malik Willis, defensive coach in Tennessee, like banished. He was about ready to go sell insurance. He's in Green Bay for 3 weeks, goes 2-0 with an offensive-minded coach that's a quarterback guy. Yeah, if any question, though, just fall on the ball. Run out of bounds when you're there. Don't fight for that extra yard when you need to stop the clock. Don't false start. Don't line up offsides. Don't hold. All this shit. And replays getting, the intent of replay was to get stuff right. Incontrovertible evidence. I watched the DK touchdown, and Kenny Bones Walker, he won me 2 fantasies. I love him. And I needed that score badly. But DK's touchdown, I'm pretty sure that the intent of instant replay wasn't pixel by pixel. And stop it right there, and is his elbow barely touching, and here's the end zone, and there's the ball up, and stop it. Yep. But in fast motion, it's just he's 5 yards in the end zone, touchdown. Pixel by pixel is bullshit. If you're instant replay, maybe halftime at the most, halftime slow motion, and it's incontrovertible evidence, bro. When your shoulders or your elbows like this and the ball's here in the end zone, it's a touchdown, people. Look at it full speed. You can't pixel. It's not the intent. It's not what we're going for here. Unless, it's just a way for Vegas to manipulate the game. Well, one last thing. I just want to say the tattoo fad is kind of weird. Like you have a baked potato and a couple scissors and a skull and a ladybug. And all that stuff means that much to you. And I got a tattoo in 1996. And it's because I love this place and from a local boy jail style. And I'm a haole, and I just knew in my heart and soul, and it means that much to me that I got a Hawaiian style. Before, it was me and Allen Iverson were the only guys with tattoos in October of 1996. And I look now, it's not like a beard. You can't just shave it off. That was a weird ass fad too, but that's kind of gone. But like 70-year-old ladies with a big flower and down half their arms, just a weird one to me, but each to their own. Up, in with the acceptance, out with the judgment. Okay, I'm going to sign off. Love you guys. First day of October, quarter of the season almost. Done. It's not really flying by as fast as usual. But I just love the NFL. I love the fact that I'm actually smarter than these guys. And you still need a clock management assistant coach and a game management assistant coach full-time. Still need that. I'll be back next week. Don't forget, coming soon will be new stickers for High Noon with Brother Richie, starting February 10th, the Monday after the Super Bowl, every single day, noon Hawaiian time. Just check in with me. Might get a joke, might get an interview, might be golfing, might be skydiving, might be in New York, might be at a game, might be, who knows. But very excited for that. Thanks for my 7, 8. I think I had nine or so people came on. Maddie T, Jordan, Chad, Rachel, Kikes. Thank you so much. Raz, love you guys. Had a thumbs up over here, a couple comments. Keeping the ball rolling, and I love you. Aloha. Until next week. Ahui ho. Yes.